Guys!
She's so happy.
We got an offer accepted! Okay, so last time we discussed this, we were going for Park Slope and it was a renovation project.
Yeah.
It's not a it's not a renovation project. It would be, but we actually decided not to go for it because our agent found on Property Shark that it was like 681 square feet.
686.
Yep. 686. I think I had a 1 in the end, but whatever, you know the range. And that's actually really small because it's only like maybe 50 square feet above more than our 1-bedroom apartment, which, I mean, albeit it's like technically 2 bedrooms and they just knock down a wall or put in a wall, but it's fine.
Something to upgrade.
So for us, we made the decision to, and actually this was on the same day that our offer fell through for the one in Cobble Hill. We were deciding like what should we do moving forward. Should we move forward with our second choice, which was Park Slope, and then do the renovation project and everything? And that same day was actually when his parents drove to the actual condo, went inside. I don't know how they did this because technically it's illegal.
That's because the woman downstairs was waiting for people to come in.
Yeah, so they were essentially trying to, and like, okay, so in COVID-19 times, you have to fill out a disclosure and you have to like have like a maximum capacity. I think like at the time no one was there. So they went in and then they went to go look in and see like, oh, it's like so small. It's definitely a renovation project.
The floor is horrible.
Yeah, we were thinking it was like maybe $35,000 and like renovations and everything. They were thinking it's close to $60,000, and it was actually priced at $799,000. So their thoughts was like it's probably not even worth it to $700,000. That if we were to go forward to go lower. So we were reevaluating our choices, and this one that we're not going to tell you the address, but we don't want you to stalk us. But this one, we went back to it and we're like, okay, this actually makes a lot more sense. I don't know why we didn't look at this before. It was actually our third choice. And at the time, before this Cobble Hill one came up last minute, it was actually our second choice. It has the most square footage out of almost everything in our list. It's close to all the supermarkets, on all the stores, all the cute stuff, and not to mention it's by a pet store with a vet hospital in there, and it has a pet adoption center.
Wow, no.
But yeah, so I thought that was an amazing pick because not to mention it's in a full service building. So there's a gym in the first floor. I mean, there's a laundry in building, but we could always install a washer dryer as well into the same apartment as us. And not to mention, it's a really good floor plan. Like the master bedroom was probably the biggest that we can. So when the kids come, at least like they would take over our office, which is the second bedroom, and then we would go into the master bedroom or extend into the living room. So there's so many options we can do with this place. So not to mention, it still has access to the same school districts as the Cobble Hill one. It still has access to all those piers that we wanted from Cobble Hill. So it's not necessarily the end of the world. The only downside is that maybe not that much parking, because the Cobble Hill one had like a it's an included parking spot. But we're fine because we're New Yorkers and he doesn't have a driver's license, let alone a permit because it expired, so.
Who needs to drive? You live in New York.
Yeah. So we actually put in an offer for $800,000. The asking price was $860,000. We were just going to go up from there.
$865,000.
No, it was $860. The Cobble Hill was $865.
Oh, Cobble Hill.
So we put an offer for $800,000, which is well below the asking, but it was honestly fine because we knew that the sellers were motivated. And actually the main reason why they were trying to move out is because they were getting a divorce. I don't know, like it's kind of weird because they're really desperate to sell the house for that reason. So we were able to take advantage of it. I don't know, but
I mean, it works in our favor.
Yeah, it works in our favor. It's a great value in my opinion. And then from that point, we just went up from there. Actually, we didn't even go up. We just put in an offer for $800,000. They counter offered just now, like literally 15 minutes ago. They were saying $815, which is well below what we were expecting. We thought they wanted it to push it closer to $860 because what happened before was like, I think they actually listed it for like $1 million, something like that. And then someone came in with an offer of like, I don't know, it was like a higher offer, but then that was actually a dentist that went from a W-2 to 1099 because they were trying to open up their own practice. And from that, the lender decided not to finance them, and because of this, that offer and slash contract actually fell through. So now they had to put it back onto the market, and that's when we came in. So when we came in, we were like, okay, you know what, we like this place, but we want other places more. So once we knew that, like, well, the Cobble Hill one fell through, we were going for this one. There were no offers on the table at that time, and then they actually were counting offering. So I think this is it. So at this point, all we have to do is talk to our attorney, make sure everything checks out. And what's great is that our attorney apparently has worked with another client in the same building to do due diligence for the same exact property. So it's gonna be a lot faster. And from there, what we're gonna do is that we also need to reach out to our lender, get everything down, and then contract signing. And honestly, I think contract signing is gonna be a lot faster than usual because our attorney is usually the one that's holding it up with all the due diligence, but he's already been in that building for all that kind of stuff, so we may not have to deal with that. So we may actually be homeowners in, like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, 1 month.
So we need someone to rent this place out. So
if you guys are in Williamsburg and you guys are interested in a rent stabilized apartment, hit me up, because we do not have to go back to the lottery system. I could just literally, just give it to someone. You're gonna like it. You're gonna know where I live. You're gonna have this exact shot to film.
And this neon light.
Oh, this is coming with us. It's not included.
Oh.
Wow.
You can have some stuffed animals that we have up there.
No, that's all for me.
Okay.
That's all for me. No, that's not
I'm
included.
willing to give at least half of it away.
Okay, well, okay, now I've talked enough. So give me your entire feedback or opinion, or what you thought about the entire process, or your emotions, your journey.
I mean, I felt like we're still in the early stage, so I wasn't really nervous or anything. It was just like if we're gonna get this offer or not. So, but now that it's actually happening, we have to let all our relatives know, friends.
By the way, you guys know more now than our own parents do. Right after we got the offer, we were like, okay, well, we're gonna film this. We're not even gonna tell our parents yet. We've already accepted.
They already accepted, and they don't even know. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick. We have a good agent, so she did everything pretty fast.
Recommend her. It's Allison Venditti from Compass. She specializes in Manhattan and Brooklyn. We'll link her down below.
Yeah, I mean, our experience is pretty different because of COVID, so
Yeah.
a lot of things are not the same. It's not as flexible, I guess you could say. So yeah, but
Yeah, luckily with this seller, they weren't that financially, what do you call it? They weren't so stuck on the fact that, like, we may not be that financially advantageous against the other buyer. This one was just like, here's our counter offer. They weren't like, questioning our assets and questioning our
her assets.
Hey,
but
questioning the fact that we're, like, probably young. I don't know. There's probably some kind of bias on that.
I think the other buyer probably had more money in their savings, so they didn't choose us.
Yeah, that's the issue if you have multiple buyers, is that even if you guys come at the same asking price, you're at this point, it's like, maybe who can secure the loan better, or who would be a better person in, like, exact unit.
Maybe not in 10 years, but right now, because of the pandemic.
The pandemic.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, we had a better offer with another place, so that's better than what we expected.
For this good square footage, like, we get 100 more square footage.
Yes,
For literally,
like
970,
960. I forgot. How big is the place?
That one was 860. This one's like 980 something.
No, it's 970, 960.
Yeah.
That's close to 1,000, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, a whole 100 square feet. A little bit more for literally about 75 to 85,000 less than our original asking price of the other one.
Yeah.
So it actually is a good financial decision compared to the other one.
But I would recommend doing it now, because the interest rate is so low for a mortgage.
If you're able, don't do it just because you want to do it.
Make sure you have the money.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll fall into our situation.
Her situation. But yeah, that's fun. I think that's all my opinion, comments right now, for now. But we'll see what happens with the attorney and the signing and then the whole waiting for the bank to approve.
It's not over yet until we sign a contract in New York. So if there was, for example, someone else that comes in with an offer that is maybe even higher than us, they may just take that instead of ours, and we just end the race. So really, contract signing, you're rushing to contract signing, which is great because, we have due diligence anyway, so
we're trying to rush this by this week.
So that's how it is in New York. It's a cutthroat environment, but We are going to be homeowners. Dance with me.
I can't until I have signed it with my own right hand.
That's your left hand.
Yours, mine. It's your fault.
So yeah, so moving forward, we're gonna have to talk to our attorney, get due diligence done, really lock down our lender. We're between Chase and Bank of America at this point. One has points and a lower rate and one doesn't. Math checks out to be, for us at least at this time, to be Chase. But we're trying to really weigh out all our options.
I would go with Chase just because they had the guarantee closing policy, so that's even better. I don't think
we can't guarantee that you guys will get the same benefit, okay? This is just at our time, that was their offering. I don't know if you're gonna get the same guarantee, but at least with our product, we would be.
Yeah.
And we would be going for 30-year fix because this is supposed to be our forever home. If, for example, we did go with that Park Slope renovation fix-it-upper project, we'll probably only stay there for 2 years to avoid capital gains tax. That would probably be an arm, so that way we get very cheap interest rates, and then we would sell it before we even get to those higher interest rates.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are you excited?
Not until I sign the contract.
Wow. Okay, so that's it. And then next time you guys are gonna see us, we're gonna be signing our contract, talking about the entire process, and we're gonna say, make that bank for your kitties.
No.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. That's not even where the camera is. Wow.